Today you're going to be learning about stem and leaf plot graphs, and they're one of my favorite because they're super easy. So we're going to do two examples together, and then you have a series of assignments to get through on your own. On number 1, you can see that there are a bunch of numbers not in order, and with stem and leaf plots you don't have to put them in order unless you just want to. You do have to look through them though. So find the smallest number and then find the biggest number. Our smallest is 19. And our biggest is 49. So that means our numbers range from the teens to the 40s. When you make a stem and leaf plot, you break numbers apart, I guess you could say. For example, 19 is classified as being in the tens. So we'll put a 1 to represent tens. We're not going to put 10, just put the 1. Then we've got numbers in the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s. I feel like I should have spaced that out a little bit. Let me redo that. Okay, I like that better. Now I'll start going through your data. So we can just start at the beginning with 26. So that's going to be classified as being in the 20s. So we'll start and label it or list it next to the 2 and just put a 6 since the number is 26. 37 will go in the 30s and we'll put a 7. 48, we'll put an 8 next to the 4. 33, so in the 30s we'll put a 3. 49, we'll put a 9 here. 26, we'll put another 6 here. So yeah, 26 repeated itself right here and right here. 19, another 26, and another 48. And that's a stem and leaf plot. So if you do it organized, if you kind of turn your head to the right, it looks like a sideways bar graph. And then you can kind of see which frequency of numbers had the most. But yeah, that's the gist of it. And usually there's a key, so if I scroll down a little bit, you'll see it. Oh no, now none of the stuff lined up. Let me clear it. Okay, so your key is that 3 being the stem and 7 being the leaf, the number would be 37. This key with the stem being 6 and the number being 5, or the leaf being 5, the number would make 65. Let's do another one of these though, because I don't know if you've ever done them before. Our data, let's see, the smallest number is 41. The biggest number is 69. So we need to put a 4 to represent 40s, a 5 to represent the 50s, and a 6 to represent the 60s. And then start at the beginning. So we've got a 67, a 42, a 58, 41, 54, 65, another 65, 54, 69. Okay. Again, if you turn your head to the right, you can see that in the 40s was the least amount of data, and then in the 50s and 60s, they each had 4 numbers. And boom. Now, whenever you guys go to start your work, you might be asked to answer some questions about it. For example, you might be asked, how many data points were there in the data? And if I just give you this, you would just list out all of the numbers. So a stem of 4 and a leaf of 2 would make the number 42. It's kind of just like reversing it. A stem of 4, a leaf of 1 would make the number 41. And then you could total up and answer any questions I ask you. But good luck today. Make sure you're good for the sub.